What if I told you that the only difference between a poor person and a rich person isn't money, connections, or luck? What if the real difference is just the size of their thinking? This is the story of Miguel, a boy who discovered that when you think big, life has no choice but to grow big around you. Miguel Santos lived in a small village outside Manila. At 16, his hands were rough from working in rice fields. Their farm barely fed the family, let alone paid for education. Every evening, Miguel studied under a single dim bulb. His friends asked, "Miguel, why study so hard? We're farmers' children. This is our life." But Miguel always replied, "Maybe this is where we start, but it doesn't have to be where we end." One day, his teacher brought a newspaper. The front page showed a young Filipino entrepreneur who built a $1 million tech company. "Where did this man come from?" Miguel asked. His teacher smiled. "From a village just like ours, Miguel, but he thought bigger than his circumstances." That night, Miguel made a life-changing decision. He wrote in his notebook, "I will build a business that employs 1,000 people and helps poor families like mine." Miguel discovered something powerful. When you think small, you see only problems. When you think big, you see possibilities. While classmates complained about no money for college, Miguel asked, "How can I get education without money?" He researched scholarships and applied everywhere. While others said, "No business connections," Miguel started emailing successful entrepreneurs. One was so impressed, he became Miguel's mentor. At 17, Miguel noticed farmers struggling to sell produce at fair prices. Small thinking would say, "That's just how it is." But Miguel thought bigger. What if I connect farmers directly to city buyers? He started with one smartphone, creating a WhatsApp group. First month, $500 in sales, 40% more profit for farmers. But Miguel thought even bigger. What if this works for thousands of farmers? 6 months later, he built an app connecting rural farmers with urban buyers. By 18, Miguel's app processed thousands monthly. Universities offered full scholarships. His big thought became big reality. But his biggest thinking was yet to come. Instead of keeping success to himself, he asked, "How can I help other poor children think bigger too?" At his university graduation, Miguel shared the secret that changed everything. Big thinking isn't about ignoring reality, it's about expanding reality. When you think small, you ask, "Why can't I?" When you think big, you ask, "How can I?" The difference between a small life and big life isn't talent, money, or connections. It's the size of your thinking. Today, Miguel's company employs over 1,000 people, exactly as he wrote in his notebook years ago. But he still returns to teach others the same lesson. Here's Miguel's challenge to you. Stop thinking about why you can't, and start thinking about how you can. Stop focusing on what you lack and start focusing on what you can create. Your current situation is not your final destination. The only question is, how big are you willing to think? Because when you think big, life has no choice but to grow big around you. The power is in your thinking. The choice is in your hands. The time is now. Think bigger. Dream bigger. Live bigger. Your breakthrough is waiting for you to think big enough to claim it.